Hey man, let me out of this car.
Bass.
Basement. Basement.
Let's get ready to rumble. Basemores is coming to Slam House. Come out and see some of the loudest vehicles in the world. It will definitely put a smile on your face. Bring the whole family to Lucas Oil Motor Speedway Park June 8th and 9th. If you're a competitor, pre-register and choose Basemores as your interest in the show.
Hey, how are you guys? Jimmy's sitting back there like he ain't coming, but he's sitting there.
I didn't hear my video. It's not time. I didn't hear the national anthem. Everybody does know it's ready. No, stop, Noah. Sorry. What is up, everybody? How are you doing, Billy?
I all of a sudden got sleepy, man. You reckon you can handle it?
No, I'm good. First and foremost, I'd like to say to the person that stole Melissa's generator, that's pretty shitty of you.
I would think that thing would show up sooner or later.
Let's be truthful. I mean, none of us judges, not Billy, not any of us are making a whole lot of money doing this. 90% of us take losses at some of these shows. We do it because we love you.
Hold on, man. Hold on. The gig is up. Everybody knows you're balling, man. You got a SPL vehicle. It's got a bunch of crossfire too, don't it?
It's the same shit that I bought that was in it.
That's what I'm saying. But you bought it, right? So
Because I sold my nitro.
yeah, you're balling, dude.
There is a difference. No, sir. Shit, I work my ass off for everything I have. I wish.
Yeah. I know that you have faked everybody into thinking your nickname is Send It so that you can send them subs, but what you really mean is send me that money.
I wish.
Send it,
I
right?
wish. If it works like that, then yes, my nickname is Send It. Send me your money. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. I couldn't resist them.
You're funny, but I mean, it's just, none of us are making buku bucks or anything, and it's pretty shitty of you, whoever you are, and I hope you're listening. Shitty of you.
Man. Hey, hold on. So there was a study done on this, and so you don't bash the people for stealing it. You praise them for giving it back. Because now if they come to give it back, they're like, but if you make them feel like Superman for giving it back,
all I can say in my heart is I hope they really needed it. And I hope it breaks on them.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. It's a really shitty situation. I'm sorry. I wish somebody would. I'm telling you right now, I wish you would. Wish you would. You'll find out real quick.
Right.
You'll find out real quick. I wish you would. No, sir. No, sir. Shut up, Noah. I got my little chihuahua down here barking like he's somebody. Shut up.
I see that. Man, I see that hat you got bottom right of your screen.
My hat?
The other right. No. The one in the floor.
There's no hat on the floor. That's a sub.
Yeah, that's a hat, dude. Put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You got carbon fiber. Dust cap.
Oh, you need to take that dust cap off so it fits better. Yeah.
But no, anyways, how are you doing tonight besides all this silly drama? We have a special guest coming on tonight. That's kind of cool. I can't wait to talk to him a little bit. And kind of.
Hey, man, check this out. I told you I needed a hat. I even put makeup on, dude. Here, I got you, though. What's this? What's this, Jimmy?
Poof.
Right?
There you go.
For the shirt, don't it?
Completely fixed. You're done. What's up, Chris? Hurry up and finish the nitro and get it back out, Chris. Chris has my nitro.
So, Jimmy, check this out, man. I'm excited to tell you.
Yes, sir.
You know I play pool some, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really ain't been playing pool much lately, but so back when I had my pool room at my house, right? I kept it stocked with liquor. So if there was a bottle of liquor that exists, I wanted it in that pool room. Man, I've been drinking that liquor for now about 10 years, okay? Since I moved from that house and no longer had the pool room at home. But so I decided to get rid of all the liquor that I have. Been moving it from house to house or whatever, right? So check this out. You ever see this stuff? Some of those Tennessee boys probably have.
Oh, yeah. I think I have.
So I decided, this is a little bottle, but I decided to get rid of all my liquor, right? So I'm going to be doing it on the live stream. What you think?
You're going to give away liquor.
No, man, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to drink it.
Are you going to drink it? Hell yeah, I want to watch this.
Right. Well,
let's do it. Drink it right now. Go. Yeah.
No. Right. And I still have, you remember the stuff I got from Jason Lucas at 712 Boom? Mm-hmm. I still have one of those. I found it in the refrigerator the other day. Honestly, I'm just trying to make some space. I'm tired of moving all this stuff around. You know, all those mugs, all that sublimation stuff, all this liquor. I've had a couple bars in my time, and so I don't know, probably, 30 cases of Blue Moon, which I don't even drink down there. that stuff going, man. I'm tired of storing it all.
I don't know.
Taking up, it's a beer. It's a beer. I don't know. I don't drink it. It's nasty, but it's like an orange beer. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
So, guess what you're getting for Christmas?
No, thank you.
Some 10-year-old Blue Moon.
What, dude? Stop.
Yeah, you know, she might have a point.
Every time we say
It's got arms on it, right? It'll hold me up. So we got Jon Kent coming on here in just a little bit. Not John Trent. See, he thought I was just going to put him on the spot, but no, it's Jon Kent coming on with the Made of Steel show. How many of you know Jon Kent with Rogue Audio also, but Made of Steel show? Any of you know him?
Shut up, no, you don't know him.
She apparently does.
This little Chewini over there thinks he's somebody.
Oh, hey. Let me show everybody. New Judge shirts.
Oh. Oh.
Pretty neat, huh?
I like him. I like him a lot.
Not every judge ordered them, but the ones that did, we finally got them in. Which we want to shout out right now to so Richard out in California, he helped us take possession of them.
Yeah, thank you, Richard. Appreciate it.
He fronted us some money and we paid him back to buy them all. So that was nice of him. And then thanks to Bobby Mansfield, who picked them up from Richard and brought them home. You know, he took Duncan's vehicle out there. So,
yes, sir. And
he left them with Duncan. And so I didn't even have to go anywhere to pick them up. So I just picked them up at Duncan's place just a couple hours ago.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So thanks to those guys for helping us get our shirts here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There are green ones too.
Yes. Green and purple.
Look, I have a green screen on and you won't be able to see it that well, but
you'll see the purple, but you'll see the green.
It's really green, kind of green. Oh, I should show you, but we put a kicker subwoofer on there, right? The L7X, because it's the bomb.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jimmy, I think we not fit on the screen very good, man. What you do?
You try it for sure. See.
Oh my God! No wonder. Look how big we are. Right there, we go. Now we fit there.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's no show for me.
Yep. So what's new, man?
Not much. Just like I said, it's kind of working, really. Kind of doing the normal day-to-day routine and paying bills. Other than that, I have a show. I want to say into this month, maybe beginning of next month, coming up real soon. So, you know, I'm going to need tag plates, Billy.
Well, that's okay. You know why you don't have tag plates? Because I held your tag plates so that I could put these in the box with them, and I wouldn't have to pay shipping twice.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
Smart. You know, but no, I definitely, seriously, though, I do need tag plates ASAP.
We all need tag plates, Jimmy. As a matter of fact, you know the 2,500 I just bought? They gone.
But see, I know all them need it, but I'm special.
I have some left to get us started, but I'm ordering some next week because we don't have enough. We never got that big sponsor to order the 10,000 of them, so or sponsors. So I just been ordering a little bit, like 1,500, 2,500 at a time to get us by, hoping for a big sponsor to get a big pile of them. That hasn't happened. So now we're already about out, and it's just now starting. So
yeah, I haven't had a show yet, so wait till I start.
Hey, the good news is the new images will be on the new tag plates.
Absolutely. That's gonna be. That's definitely gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So. Small shop be a sponsor? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anybody can be a sponsor. I mean.
Yeah. So this
Heck, Salon could be a sponsor if they want to pay for it. It doesn't matter who you are.
right. Hey, so I'm gonna go get a tag plate. I'll be right back.
I mean, dead serious. We're not, we don't care. If you're willing to sponsor and willing to help out Billy pay for a little bit of all the tag plates, because we'd like to be able to order a big supply to help all of us out, because there's quite a few of us judges now. Thank God, and I think it's amazing, but it's going to be hard. Billy's going to have to scramble to think about what he's going to do, because I don't know how he's going to keep up with tag plates, especially once we all get going and having big shows and rolling, and it's going to be fun. I mean, seriously, it really, really is. Definitely, it's going to be fun as hell. I can't hear you, Billy.
I can't believe I just showed y'all my lights.
Yeah, I see some lights.
I mean, when I do that tag plate shows you, I won't show you my lights, man. But so it's like this. You got these. I could tilt it down and not show you my lights. So we had Savard sponsored these, right? And JY and Southern Thunder, right? So I guess it really wasn't that good a deal because none of them come back. Though JY did thoroughly say that he was happy that he had did it, that he had got a lot of a good out of them. But so we got a potential for 4 sponsors. I'm changing up the tag plate here, so it's going to be different. But so anyway, it's kind of expensive, but it's a lot of plates. $2,000 gets you on this plate, or $20,000, not quite 20, gets you the whole plate, both sides, right? So you can kind of go in anywhere you want in between if you wanted to get on that. But I did try to make it small enough. Oh, and listen, 10,000 plates spread across the country, that's pretty good. If you want your brand out there, now I say this, Kicker's been good to us. Kicker helps us with our tents. It's good for Kicker. We do a lot of shows and their brand is out there. JY, probably okay for them because they're not quite excess. Well, they kind of are now.
They are now.
My point is this. If you're a smaller brand, then this would probably be really good for you because across the country, probably starting in Australia and in Trinidad, then your brand can kind of be, be aware or became aware in those areas, right? So, I think a smaller company could be good. It could do you some good. Now, Sundown, right? Sundown has probably more than 50% of the market of what we do in our niche market, right? So it may not be wise for Sundown unless they want to close the door on everybody else, kind of thing. But but a smaller brand, and this brand right here, Brutal Sounds, he don't know it, but it would do him a world of good because his stuff's awesome and but he's only known right here where we are, so there's that. Anyway, that's the tag plate thing. So I want to order 10,000 of them. That'll get us through a year. But
no,
well,
it's going to get us through a half a year and you're going to run out.
Nah, man, hey, look, if it don't get us through a year, I'll be very excited. For you guys that I don't mind share this because I don't care, right? So Jimmy, how many runs we do last year? 6,000? 6,000 total runs?
I think it was a little bit 6, maybe just a little bit over.
Every year we have doubled our run amount. As you get bigger, that'll stop. And so I don't know if it'll stop now or not, but my goal for us is 10,000 runs this year. And that don't mean reruns. That just means runs.
I think we'll pass that, no problem.
I hope so. I hope so.
With all the judges and all the new shows that are popping up, I think we
do have quite a few judges now.
No problem at all.
Yeah. So, whether we do or not, I don't know. But, you guys compete with the subwoofers. We just I compete with them numbers, right? I want those numbers. So, but anyway, if we have 10,000 runs, 10,000 tag plates would suffice for us most likely, because not everybody gets a tag plate. Not everybody gets an award.
First, second, third.
Yeah, I will do so. Once I get that I'm trying to come up with a little package. A lot of the judges have given me names and stuff to reach out to, and I haven't done it, but it's only because I don't have that package ready yet.
1,000 runs at Made of Steel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shut up.
I think that Made of Steel show is going to blow up this year. It's always been a pretty good show, right? It's the biggest show in the Southeast that I know of. I don't think there's a bigger one.
Honestly, I can't say nothing because I have never been to the show. I've heard it's amazing.
You used to have one in Daytona. It was a really big show. Everybody knows what it is. I've forgotten the name of it, but it don't exist anymore. And so Made of Steel has kind of took its place. And it is definitely the biggest show that we go to down in Florida. They bring 4 or 5 orgs down there. So all the orgs will be there, including us. Anyway, the shows I have been going to, it is by far the biggest one.
Is it bigger? Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not quite as big as Scraping, I don't think, but it may be. Not car show wise, but base wise, it's pretty big. So, yeah, that's right. Spring Break Nationals. I don't know who this is, but that's right.
One of the base first judges,
right? And none of them are on this level right here, right? So if y'all don't know Denise, this is the supermodel from Maxim, right? And then she started working for. What's that little show? Slamology. Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Not a little show. So yeah, he's from Slamology. I don't know if she saw our video, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully she sees it. They all see it.
Right.
So where's John?
John's coming. I told John just to come whenever he gets ready, because that's the way we roll. We lay back.
I mean, yeah, kind of true.
I told him, man, you's gonna be here a while, so you come when you get ready.
She said yes, it was badass. So that's cool.
I mean, he's John, so he comes when he gets ready, right?
Right.
Oh yes, that's right. It is a 3-day event for Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. So I've not made it there on a Friday night. I don't know what they do, but I bet it's fun.
Slamology is kind of pretty much the same too, as well.
Yeah.
I want to go to Made of Steel tonight. Also, I want to go to Ruckus too. Ruckus is one of the shows that I've always wanted to go to, and I've never been able to make it because of timing wise. So
it's a fun show. So those of you that don't know, Made of Steel, Ruckus, Sundown, the show out in Las Vegas, we just had the showdown. Those are all great shows. Scraping the Coast, though Base Wars can't be there. Scraping the Coast is still a good show for base, you know.
It is. I love that show.
So all those shows are on a level, right? But then Slamology is levels ahead of that. It's not the same beast. So that's why you guys don't hear us comparing anything to Slamology, because you can't.
Not really. I mean, that show is just overwhelming. It's it's overwhelming.
There's you cannot see, if you were on your feet walking through the competitor parking lot, you wouldn't see all the vehicles in a weekend. You won't do it. Won't get it done.
You definitely wouldn't get a demo from all of them. There's no way possible.
Mm-mm.
You have to pick and choose, and I mean, it's hard too because there's so many amazing builds out there and so many different vehicles. And it's like, man, I want a demo, and I want a demo. But it's like, oh, he's got a line from here to God knows when. I want to hear it, but I can't wait in line all day for that one.
Yeah.
Keep moving. So I mean, it's kind of fun. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this year. It's going to be an amazing show, just like it always is.
Yep.
So,
Look forward to it. I was talking with Brandon Erickson about it earlier today. We kind of making the plans to see what we can do to expedite the lanes so they're quicker,
Absolutely.
Of course, we weren't bad. We're pretty good. I think we got the fastest lanes out there,
I was as I'd like to see us top what we had last year. That'd be pretty cool.
So yeah, me too. Well, we did 400 something runs last year.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me tell you guys, especially for Slamology, pre-register and select Base Wars as the reason you want to come there. And you can even type in Base Wars is awesome if you like somewhere, maybe in the what kind of car do you have kind of thing. But select Base Wars when you pre-register because look, that helps them prepare for who's all coming.
It does.
That's important. And I got that little rag right there. It bothered me. But but do that. That helps them prepare the show and makes it a better show for everybody. Same way for this Made of Steel. When John comes on here, we're going to talk about that. But you want to register. You want to pre-register. Anybody would like to know how many people they have coming so that they can have enough hamburgers there. I mean, do you want to go there and not have a hamburger? I mean, really? So you need a
T-shirt because they ran out and sold them all.
Well, they're gonna run out T-shirts, but look, that's not a bad idea because
they run out T-shirts so quick. You better get it. I'm telling you, if you want a T-shirt from Slamology, you better get it the first day. Your ass out.
Yep. So, but just think about it, man. If they don't run out of T-shirts, then they got to sit on them, and those have dates on them, so they might sit on them forever. So. I don't blame them for not ordering enough to have extra, you might say. So go to slamology.com and register and put Base Wars as your reason for being. Because hopefully it is your reason for being. I mean, I can't think of a better reason for being, can you?
No.
Slamology
and Base Wars together, I mean, what a better combo.
Right.
Absolutely. So I'm praying that all my things are going to be done, and I'll be driving my own vehicle out there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And I can park next to the tent and annoy everybody.
No, man, we got to make a box out of that tent and put the vehicle in the center.
Okay, there we go. That is even better.
Right. That way you can demo in the rain.
Okay, I'm down with that. Perfect. The judges will be so mad at me by the end of the day, especially my doors. My doors are loud. Yeah. But it used to be. I don't know. I'm sure they'll be the same, but we'll see.
So listen, let me tell you guys something. If you do register for Base Wars, your T-shirt that you get from Slamology will fit better, and you will feel better as a person. Just want to say it.
I'm telling you, the shirts sell out quick. They sell out quick as hell. They really do. I don't know. I like trying to get a shirt from Slamology and a couple of the other silly shows that I go to as well. I'm definitely Scraping the Coast. When I go to Scraping the Coast, I always get a couple of silly shirts out there. Like there's a company out there called Hater Made. Yep. I get a Hater Made shirt every year. Well, it's gonna suck because I can't go this year. I can't go to Scraping the Coast. So
right.
You're gonna have to go to that show and you're gonna have to buy me a Hater Made shirt. And
well, a couple miles from me, I could probably make it.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to make that work. So
yeah. So let me just tell you how rare a Slamology shirt is. Okay, I have been for 4 years now. I think Base Wars has been there for 2 years. Have we been there twice, Jimmy, or just once? Twice. 2 years. Okay. I still don't have a Slamology shirt. Not one. Now I have a jug somewhere. I don't have a T-shirt.
It's funny. I have no jug, or any awards from Slamology because I've never entered in any of the competitions like that, just bass and play. But I have a shirt from every year, all the way back from probably 2000, probably 2000, 2003, somewhere around in there.
That's about 20 years, man. So what you should do is cut those things out.
I don't know if it takes that long, but it just seems like forever. I have tons of them up there. Me and the wife were up the other day.
Cut those things out and make yourself a blanket out of them. You can snuggle with it at night.
Take a blanket out of them. Yeah. No. Absolutely not. They were my shirts.
All right.
Location here.
So I got one of these like really wide monitors, like it's like normal monitors this wide, and you can even get some really big ones, but I got one of those skinny, really wide ones. Don't get that thing. It sucks, man.
I have 3 of them. Sometimes it's overwhelming.
So I just figured out how come John's not here.
What?
You remember when we went live and then we didn't?
Oh, you forgot to send him a new invite.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
That's pretty sad. Sorry, John. Well, here, while you do that, I'm going to go to my refrigerator.
He's going to what? He's going to use the restroom? He didn't have to share that. He didn't have to share that at all. No, he did not. Man, this is confusing. So we got John. John will be right here with us soon. I sent him a new link to the live stream, so he'll be here in a second. Yeah, it does. So you guys, I sent John the link. Jimmy accidentally hit the live button when he meant to hit some other button earlier. And so we went live and then he killed it. So we had to redo the live stream. Well, I had sent John the link to the old live stream, before that happened. So he hit that link and he's been there and we didn't know it. But anyway,
it's my fault. I apologize.
Our bad. Yeah. So now we got John. Looks like he's cruising.
I'll stop.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought Jimmy cut you off, man. I was like, dang. You got to watch Jimmy with them buttons, man.
Is that better? Too bright.
No, you're good. Either way is okay. Yeah, either way is okay. So we was talking about the show, man, and I was telling everybody why to pre-register for the show, but you probably ought to tell them again. So I told them it helps you prepare. But yeah, you could probably tell them.
Okay. Well, if you're not aware, if anybody who hasn't been to the show, it's the Made of Steel show. The first 100 people to pre-register, they always get a free shirt, among some other goodie bag items that we throw together from some of our sponsors. This year, not only will you get the first 100 get a free shirt and other goodie bags, anybody who pre-registers gets thrown into a raffle. So there's going to be 2 raffles. We have a show side raffle. That's for everybody that enters their cars on the shows. If you're more into the show, custom cars and everything like that. Then we're going to have a raffle for the audio side. So two separate raffles. We're going to concentrate on the audio side tonight because that's what we're here for. We have 2 custom built 10-inch subs, a wood stained 10-inch ported box that is done by a Dyer Audio. We have a 2,000 watt subwoofer amp and a 600 watt 4-channel amp that we have right now in our possession that's going to be raffled. I'm trying to put together, I should say, some speakers and a amplifier wiring kit to go with that. So you pretty much will have a full-blown system ready to go in a daily driver or start off with something else. Either way, it's a free system. Anybody who pre-registers for the Made Steel show is going to be thrown in for that raffle. So all you have to do is just pre-register. If you're going to be there already, then why not pre-register for a chance to win something for free, a whole system for free?
What if they're
So,
not there?
John,
What if they're pre-registered?
where do they pre-register at?
On the website. It's madeofsteelshow.com.
What if they pre-register and they don't make it, but they win? Do they have to be present to win?
We didn't really discuss that. We would like for you to be present. That would be awesome. But no, technically you wouldn't have to. You'd probably have to pay for shipping or have somebody pick it up.
Well, that's what I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
Um,
what happened? I see silly things happen, like somebody pays to go to a show and they blow up their system before they get there, or
yes.
life happens. Honestly, I don't know.
Have car issues or whatever. Yeah. Or
Absolutely.
if you still pre-register and something like that happens, you're still eligible. We would just have to figure out how you would get the,
Absolutely.
if you win, just have to figure out how you're going to get the products.
Hopefully a friend or somebody will be there to take it to you. But
Right.
I was just something, everybody always asks, so I throw it out there.
Well, it'll be something that'll be easy to figure out ahead of time because we're going to cut pre-registration off before the show. So once we do that and we get everybody situated between their categories that they're going to be, whether it's the show side or the audio side, then we're going to do that drawing before the show. So you'll know.
So Greg is asking about a regular raffle. He sometimes calls it a waffle, but a regular raffle.
Yes.
That he said he just owned that one last year. He wants to do it again.
He did. He won everything. It seemed like he walked away with most of the stuff, but yes, we still have a lot of our raffles that people donate that we have that are going to be there. Yes, all that 100% of everything for those raffles goes to the Kids Cancer Foundation. That's the foundation that we do for all of our shows. We do 5 or 6 shows specifically for our group. Florida Show Productions is our company. And all of our raffles and everything that we do, auctions, go to unless otherwise stated, goes to the Kids Cancer Foundation. We do some auctions or something like that for friends of ours who have medical needs coming, that are happening to them or something like that. All that will be separate. But our normal raffles that we do at every show, 100% of the proceeds goes to the Kids Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, that's cool. So you'll shoot me for asking this because I should know, but so the location moved, right?
It did, yes.
It moved from where to where?
It used to be at the Hillsborough County Fairgrounds, which was in Dover, Brandon area, just outside of Tampa. Now we moved to the Hernando County Fairgrounds, which is in Brooksville. So it's an hour north. So yeah, it makes it an easier drive for you. It's pretty close to being off the interstate. It's like 20 minutes off the interstate. And it's probably double the space that we had before.
Wow.
And we were pushing, at least on the audio side and the show side was pushed out. We were pretty much at max. I was worried about where I was going to put all the audio competition and demo vehicles coming up when we decided we need to look for a bigger area.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. We seriously grow that big.
Yeah. And I've been there now for 3-4 years, I guess. But and I normally come down. Well, Robert did it one year, but I normally come down. But this year, man, I'm just telling you, I'm hearing a lot of vibe. I think it's going to be way bigger than it's ever been before. I think that.
Oh, I believe it. That's why I was concerned with space. Since you've been there, we have at the north end of the field, what I called the pond was where we put all the stunt walls. And all the stunt walls were at one end of the show. They had to face east. They had their own area,
And
then
that was awesome.
from the top of the pond over all the way around the show was the audio and demos, and then we had a road dedicated to the sound organizations. We have 6 sound orgs that are there every year, pretty consistent with what we have. And Base Wars being one of the more consistent ones that are there. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
And
no, we appreciate you inviting us.
you know, yeah, last year we had demo vehicles flowed down into the pond area. So
Wow.
we were just that crowded. And then, getting this being our 10th year anniversary, talks, I kept hearing whispers like you're saying, you're hearing stuff. Early on, Arkansas, Texas, Wolfram's bringing 7 to 8 vehicles from Arizona.
Right.
And we always have Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee. All those people already come, and now there's more of them coming. And on top of all of Florida, we were. I was kind of stressing out, like, where am I going to put all these vehicles?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good problem to have, man. That's awesome. And you're right.
It is till you're running around.
Yeah. I'm not running it, so it's just awesome, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, I'm hearing it from people that I didn't know that show existed. Since I go to all the different areas, a lot of things are really regional. Like
Yes.
Nobody's really heard of Scraping the Coast when I go up north, right? But
right.
Everybody everywhere is talking about this Made of Steel show now this year. Well, I've never heard that before, but this year they are.
Well, it's good, and it's been well. I mean, this is our 10th year, and it's been a push, to get it to this. The last few years, it's really kind of jumped up, and our whole team works hard at that. So it's something that is, you work on it pretty much year round when you're doing these shows. It's nonstop. You're always promoting, figuring out the logistics of everything. So it's a lot of work, and so it's actually a really good feeling when you hear people that are talking about that coming from a distance. Because we travel a good distance to a lot of shows, and when you get people that come to your shows as well like that, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. So listen, on the basics, okay. So what does it cost for them to pre-register, and then what's it cost at the gate? That kind of thing.
It's $50 to pre-register, and it's $50 at the gate the day of.
Yeah. Well, that's different than most others, so that's kind of awesome.
Right. And we did that because of the changes. We got the bigger venue. And the other stuff that we want to do for the 10-year anniversary, stuff that we want to give away, make things bigger. It's just easier because we have so many people that pre-register, going through the discounts, and you get people asking for this. Just make it a flat price and roll with it.
Yeah.
And
I can see how that would be awesome. So I see Jason Blackboom has commented about a golf cart. So I'm curious. I'm just going to ask, golf carts okay to bring in and ride around? Is there a cost for those? I mean, what about a spectator fee?
So it costs $50 to register. If you want to bring a golf cart, you can, but you got to register it. So it's another $50.
All right.
And you have to fill out the form just like everything else.
Right.
Spectators are $15 for a day, $20 for the weekend, or all 3 days. For those of you that don't know, Made of Steel is 3 days. It's Friday night, so it's from 5 to 10 o'clock at night, when we also do the LED neon contest. Certain amount of people, X amount of people that pre-register get free food for as long as it lasts. So there's another perk if you're there on Friday night and you pre-register. The Saturday 9 to 5, demo all day. All the competition lanes are open, and then Sunday from 9 to 3. And certain lanes will be doing different stuff, like other. I don't know if Base Wars is doing their musical classes that they have, but usually those are Those are set for Sunday, so that it gives you a lot of time. You can do all the meter runs and stuff like that on Saturday, and then have your groups or your competition, your head-to-head competitions on Sunday.
And for those that don't know, Greg Kelly's going to go down and do this show. I'm going to go to the show, so I'll probably be there to help him. But Greg Kelly is officially the Base Wars guy, so he'll be the one to question about what he's going to do when.
Right.
I know at the raffle time, I will probably be at the 10, or his wife will be at the 10. But yeah, right.
Well, those will start. So how I like to do it. I want the show to end at 3. So about 2:00, I'd rather have the judges already have their score sheets going or just about done. And that way they can do their awards. Normally they'll all get together at one place and use usually like Jason Swain at ACCL, he's got the microphone and do all the awards there. At my other shows, that's what they do. And that way everybody's there. And then after that, they can all go up to where the raffles will be, which will start about 3:30, 4:00. But we want everybody to shut down at 3 so they can get up there for the raffles.
Yeah, we like to shut down early on Sunday too. That way we can get our awards done and we can leave when everybody else leaves.
Right. Yeah.
Greg's got, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours drive, maybe more. I don't know. So yeah, we're down.
Yeah, he's probably about like 9. Well, we're an hour closer. He's still probably about 9.
Yeah.
There's also camping. I don't know if I mentioned that. We have camping on the site. Made of Steel's always had camping. There are full RV hookup spots. There's dry RV hookup spots. And if you just want to bring a tent and everybody pitch in, it's $25 a person if you're just going to have a tent and everybody sleeps. At night, it's a party atmosphere, but it's tame because we do have 24-hour security. Because people leave their vehicles and tents and everything set up all the time. We do have full security all weekend. And we do have showers on site. So you don't have to worry about stinking all weekend.
We're starting on that. Yeah. This would be the new spot, so I wouldn't know about that. But last year I left my TVs. I don't think I even dropped my tent. I think I left everything right in there. Or the year before when I was there.
Yeah, most people do. Yeah, as long as the weather looks like it's going to be fine. I mean, we never break anything down.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty amazing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool book crew. Hopefully I'll be able to make it. We'll see.
I'm glad Kyle wants to go because I've only been asking you for the last 5 years, I think.
Right. Yeah, he needs to come on down.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was telling him last show. I told him we needed to bring his butt down here to the Midwest. Come see me. Come down here to one of our shows. Go down there like 712 or one of them big shows that we have down here. They're pretty cool.
Kyle's got a kicker build, he's working on.
Yep.
I feel bad for Kyle. He's going to have inner struggles. I mean, I know he's married and all, but, he's going to have that kicker build, and he's there at sundown. I don't envy him. It's going to be a struggle, man. Got a wife, kicker, and sundown. Yeah. That's the kind of thing tear a man up, man.
There's a Tahoe somewhere.
Right? I wonder where the Tahoe is. I hadn't seen it in a while. Since it done an 82 without a door in our lanes, man. What the heck? Chris Munson magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, that's cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I was telling you, I kind of heard about it from a lot of people. Like Brett Arsenault, he's coming this time. He's never talked about it before. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody's coming.
Well, come on. Let's make this it's already the biggest show in the Southeast. I know I say that on my posts and everything, but I'm not lying.
No, of the ones I go to, it's by far the biggest. The next one would be maybe that Florida State Finals. I think. Yeah.
Which I'm proud because I put that on too.
Right. Well, there's a couple others I go to that you don't put on, but most all the ones I go to, you put on.
Yeah.
Or that we go to. Yeah. I guess Greg's been going to them lately, but I used to do it.
That started helping them out at another show in January, which Greg came to. He came down for it, and we're growing it. So
that was Eastbound and Down?
That was Eastbound, yes.
I don't think I ever made that one. The first year we were there, Robert was there, and then Greg's done it the other years, I think.
Yes. Yeah. I'll get you to come down next year.
Yeah. It's getting a little easier because I'm not running very many shows now, and so I can kind of go wherever. It's a little bit. It's a little easier.
So I got a dog over here.
Rolling through these comments looking for any questions for you. I got the golf cart thing. I got the pre-register price and the spectator price. Okay, if you pre-register, that's good for the driver, wife extra.
Yeah, you get the vehicle registration and two people passes.
2 passes. Good
Yeah.
deal.
What about this one? There you go.
Yeah, we do offer two packages for teams or clubs to be able to secure, however much space they need. If you you can get there early as long as everybody's there. Because if you get there at different times, I cannot guarantee that you're going to keep your spot. If you start off early, you rope off your spot, I'm cool with that. If it starts to get too crowded and your spot is needed and there's nobody in it, I'm going to take it because I got to park people, right? But the only way to ensure that you can keep that spot, we have 2 options. We have a $400 team option that will secure you your spot. It'll give you a couple of registrations, and it gets your club name and everything on all of our social media shout outs and stuff like that. It pretty much gives you recognition. It shows that you're involved in the show, along with giving you some benefits of securing your spot. The next option is a $600 option. So you get all that stuff, plus your team logo gets put on all the print advertising and the show shirts.
That's pretty cool.
So it'll be there. It'll be there for as long as you own the shirt. So
right.
It shows that you're supporting, what we're doing and that y'all are involved. And, involvement means a lot to everybody, not just me, because I really appreciate it. We really appreciate that. But, it shows other teams and that y'all are serious, that, your team club is, something to be reckoned with, I guess. That y'all are serious about what y'all do, as everybody should. You're not just hoodlums in the parking lot.
Right. Yeah. So the team thing that we talked about the other day that I'm doing at Greg's High Voltage show, we got 9 teams registered now. So that might take off.
That's pretty cool. Are you going to go live? Are you going to go live with that?
We may try to do it down there too if we could get it put together. But 9 teams, that's 40 people.
Yeah,
45 people.
Are you going to go live with that show, Billy?
John, that depends on John. That depends on Greg. Actually, I don't know how the internet is there. I don't know if I'll be able to.
It'd be cool. Just everybody could kind of see a little bit of it. If not, I understand.
Yeah, I could video it though. I could record it and play it later.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but anyway, John and I were talking the other day. We sort of danced around maybe doing it down there. We'd have to set up no team. He says plenty of space. So if you're interested in doing a team thing down there, Base Wars team event, I'm going to do a live stream about that team event probably next few weeks. You'll want to kind of tune in or watch out for that. But I don't. It takes some doing, and it takes some time. So, we gotta watch.
Yeah. Well, if y'all do it down here, somebody let me jump on a team. I want to see how the Jeep does.
Right, right. I don't think they'll be appreciating that 170, man.
The Jeep ain't that loud.
Right. Okay, so Jason is kind of helping us in the background there. He says discuss the trailer situation, trailer parking.
It's free. Yeah, we have a whole field. We have a whole field for trailer parking. We pretty much have everything covered that you need. Like I said, everything. They're in a locked area. Plus, like I said before, we have 24-hour security.
Yeah.
So,
how much are RV hookups?
75, I believe.
Okay.
Is that per night or for the weekend?
Yeah, for the weekend or per night.
Oh, it's for the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
That's really good. That's really
Hotels
good.
cost more.
No, trust me, I use my camper everywhere, and that's really good prices for the whole weekend. Now I normally pay that per night for the nicer places. Yeah. The camping portion of it falls onto the show side of it, so I might be completely wrong, but it'll tell you on the website when you pre-register.
Right.
I don't usually handle that part. I handle everything with the audio side and help out with some of the other stuff. But most of my work goes to the audio side and on handling all that other stuff, getting people to the show and setting it up and trying to get people to advertise and all that other stuff. But I know the basics of, I probably know enough to get myself in trouble when it comes to that.
Right. Right. Well, that's cool. So I don't know, unless Jason Blackboom comes up with something else that we need to cover about the show. I think we covered a lot of it. So now I wanted to ask you a little bit about Rogue. How's Rogue doing? For those of you who don't know, John, you co-owner of Rogue Audio?
Co-owner
with of Rogue Audio there. So
yeah.
And he's got a lot of people running his product. So a lot of popular people run this product. So if y'all got any questions about Rogue Audio, we got that right now. He's the guy. So
absolutely.
There you go. They're slow to respond. It's a Thursday. They're probably drinking,
Nobody drinks at our shows. Come on now. That's just not.
Yeah, so,
because they not responded to the question yet. But we talked about some Neos the other day, right?
Yeah.
Neo 6s, Neo 8s, 6s.
For the Neo line. So we have two speaker lines. I like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
You got the Neo line, 6.5, 8, 10, and 12 inch. And we just introduced carbon fiber options for the 6, 8, and 10, which are really taking off. And we build all that stuff in house. So it keeps us very busy.
You build that here?
For all our carbon fiber, yes.
Wow, man, that's cool. And that's a 6.5, 8, 10, and 12?
Just for the carbon fiber, no 12 inch.
Yeah, okay. Still. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
So we have a little station set up, and it keeps Rolando. Rolando's the other half of Rogue Car Audio. It keeps him busy building drop-ins and all, most of the day.
Man. Yeah. Greg says Addison's demo rig is loud.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Both of them that he had.
Yeah, a lot of people know those little vehicles he's got, but on this live stream, they probably don't realize what they are.
Yeah.
But when you see them, you know.
Oh, they are. They're loud. They're pretty amazing too. To be honest.
Right, and they turn heads because people don't expect all that sound out of those little things. They are pretty awesome. The first time I really heard it was, I think he came down the Music Wars in Orlando.
Yep.
and I heard it, and I was just blown away. Then I went to his show up in Tennessee. I went to a high voltage show, and that's where he really, really let it play for a long time. And I just kept walking around taking pictures and video.
Yeah.
I was just, I love them.
So we went to Ruckus this year, and this was the first year that I had gone to Ruckus, and they had an area for the competitor, or I guess the demo people, I would call it, stunt walls to park, but at Ruckus. So, but there's this one guy, he just parked in front of us anyway, and he aimed his trunk, you know, and he was fixing to pound us all day. And so I went over there to talk with him and say, hey, man, you know, that's just not going to fly. You can't do that because I'm going to be here all day and we're not doing that. But he didn't like it much. So Greg lined up those power wheels. I mean, we put that power wheel 10, 15, 20 feet maybe from his car, and we didn't have to play it. He left. That's how loud they are. But we was fixing to kill that guy all day long with those power wheels.
and they would have done it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
pretty cool video. You should have got that in video.
Well, we didn't have to do it. Once we put those vehicles and aimed them at him, he went ahead and left. So that was nice.
Think you're big? Wait till the kids pull up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
but for some reason, this guy didn't go to that spot. I don't know why, but I tried to tell him to go to the spot. He didn't like I think it was just that he didn't like that somebody was telling him to go to the spot. But it's okay. I get it. You know, we men, but some of us are young men. Some of us are older men, and we don't care. You know, we could take that constructive criticism a little better, but he didn't. And so we just put those power wheels in front of him, and then he pulled out. Then he packed up and moved. That's what it took.
That was like me. What was it? Was it last year or the year before? No, it was the year before. Down here doing my finals, I was worried because the shop around had already gotten a lot of complaints about the music, you know, prior to the month before. So we will really hesitate about playing and doing a lot of loud demoing. And so I said no demoing through the show. And I don't know, probably halfway through my show, next thing I know, I hear this really, really loud music. And I come around the corner, and guess what? It's Dan Curran sitting there with his damn stunt wall completely open, playing Twisted Sister, talking about we're not going to take it, and sitting there just playing music as loud as he could. I was like, damn you, Dan. So everybody just looked at me and was like, what are you going to do? I was like, oh, then everybody played. Next thing I know, just everybody just started playing. It got loud.
Everybody thank Dan Curran and ask him if he's coming to Made of Steel. He probably will. So, John, what other speakers you guys have? Got subs, 12-inch, I guess. Do y'all have 15s, 18s? What do you got?
So we have the Neo line, which is a 6.5 through 12, by far our popular line. We have a Ferrite line, which is a more budget friendly, equally, if not better, sound quality than the Neo line. So it's another we've built a few cars out of that, and we've been winning competitions with them. You know, just to show that just because it's more budget friendly, I still put it in a category at or above some of our competition's better lines. We'll still go up against them because they're one of the things that we pride ourselves on is we're not just a catalog company. We have design into our speakers. Yes, a lot of the parts you can find elsewhere. You know, we use a basket a lot of other people use, and it's round, so you can call it the same, but it's not. It's the soft parts and everything that makes up the speaker that make it work. We have a few different lines of horns. Everybody wants those. 2 different style of super tweeters, a soft dome tweeter, component set coaxials, and subwoofers 6.5 through 18. It's called the Vandal series, 1500 watt line. really good sound quality street beater line, and that's what we have in the Jeep. And it just, we have, well, I'm not going to tell you how much power we have on them, but we can do over a 62. We don't like to seal the Jeep up because it blows the window out. So you never see that with us much more. We don't like buying windshields.
Yeah.
And we just introduced our Power Sports series, which is the coaxial style design, completely waterproof. It's got the horn in the center, but it's kind of taken our RF series, our Ferrite series mid, and our 1.5 inch horn and put it together. And again, I'll put it up against drivers that are twice the price.
Yeah, that's cool. So tell me this, and man, the Jeep, was it at scraping? Did it exist then? Okay. Yeah. I think I remember, but I remember those pickups because I'm all about a freaking awesome clean install. And some of those pickups that you bring, they look good. So I probably just remember those. I don't know that I remember the Jeep, but you got a couple of pickups that sound really good.
Right.
And really good.
Were you at scraping last year? Or
yeah,
last year.
Yeah.
Okay. You're probably remembering there was a purple Tundra, a black Tundra, and
one of them had green accents. I remember that thing was fine.
That's probably the purple one. It had all green suspension. It's lifted.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
they were very loud and they sounded good.
Yeah. That's our thing. We don't want to just be the loudest. If it doesn't sound good, it doesn't matter. It's got to sound good and be loud. And that's how we designed everything. That's how we wanted to compete. I know it's not your organization, but we're 4 years old. The company's 4 years old. And we have 8 world championships in Mecca in dueling demos.
So we have a version of that. It's called Demo Wars.
Right.
Same thing. Greg made it for us.
Yeah. Greg used to compete in Mecca a lot before that whole debacle, but which is how we met him. So kudos to that part. But he knows Dean well. He came down to Dean's show, and Dean's won them. Dean won 3 of them, 3 in a row. He's a 3-peat champion, and then built another car. It's like, okay, I'm going to start low and build another car. Wow. So now he's been dominating with that, and that was one that's been built with just all the Ferrite mids to show what they could do, and he wins.
What's your y'all don't do amplifiers, do you? So what's your amplifier preference? For the build you have, like what's in the Jeep?
We used down for sound amps.
Yeah, down for sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know you used to be affiliated with Crescendo, and I thought I remembered those being in one of them, but I could be wrong. Yeah,
that was in the Black Tundra in Peter's truck. It was all Crescendo. When both Rolando and I used to work at Crescendo.
Okay.
Then he was laid off, and then shortly after I left and started Rogue. Rolando started Rogue first before I joined in. It was kind of what his deal. And so we had built Peter's truck already once or twice when we worked there. So he already had all the amplifiers. Now he sold all those. He went to Sundown Salts. Then he sold those, and now he's got all down for sound amps.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I like that. They're very colorful. I have not heard anything good or bad about the amps, but I like the colors that they're coming out with.
Oh yeah, because you can match anything. I've installed. Rolando and I have installed a lot of the down for sound amps. I personally have never had an issue with one yet. I don't believe Rolando's had an issue with one. I don't remember. So, and we don't build. We're not full time doing that because we're doing Rogue, right? But we do build stuff for certain people and it's got to be like a special build. I don't know if y'all seen any of my pictures or anything like that. We just finished a Escalade that is like one of one.
I saw.
That body dropped Escalade on 30s, all new frame and everything, and it's the only one like that has a stereo. There's actually another one that's on 30s that rumor has it we're putting a stereo on that one too, but we'll see when that happens.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that's something Rolando and I do. It's after hours on the side deal. So don't everybody hit us up and try to get your audio installed because we'll turn you down.
Right. So listen, I'm going to touch on a touchy subject. Won't be touchy for you, but it's kind of touchy for everybody. I tend to look at it from a business perspective and from a manufacturer's perspective, even though I'm not a manufacturer. But I tend to get ridiculed for that, right? So I kind of hope that what you say backs me up, but I'm not going to tell you what that is so that you can just do you. But if somebody wanted a sponsorship from Rogue Audio, let's say, my question is, what would it take to get it? And then what would it be? I know that is probably contingent on like how many shows. What would somebody look for a sponsoree, if you will, from a manufacturer?
Well, that's fine. I could definitely answer this because I get asked this once to twice a week.
A million times. I know it. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much nobody that is sponsored or on Team Rogue didn't already start out with the product. Anybody who's with us bought the product already had it in their vehicle, was already competing. For the most part, everybody that's on our team competes in some capacity because you're out there in front of people, showing what the products can do in the lanes, or whether it's dueling demos, or we don't really build burps up, so it's more musical stuff that we do. But the loud musical stuff, like your Car Wars or your Bass Wars type of deal.
The little black car, the little black and purple car.
Yeah, it's Roy's.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It's, and also like when it comes to his car, there's someone that is present in the community, stand-up person. You got to meet all these types of criteria with us. And
not be a butthole online.
What's that? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If and I see stuff or I get shown stuff, I'm everywhere. And I watch and I see how you interact, how you talk to people, how people, what people have to say about you, if there's anything going on, all that stuff plays a factor in it, because if you're going to have Rogue Car Audio on your chest, on your car, then I don't want any of that coming back to me at all. So you got to be, respectful and a stand-up person.
For those that don't know, man, somebody's being a butthole with that Rogue shirt on. It's not that the person he's being a butthole to is not going to reflect that on John, because that guy's probably in our niche, but it's the 100 people watching that guy with the Rogue Audio
right
on this that is not in our niche. That now if they see Rogue in the future and there was a negative experience, now they don't want Rogue. They just think negatively. So it's not about the guy you're bashing. It's about everybody else that's watching also. It's watching also.
And I get a lot of questions of people like, hey, I'm about to rebuild my truck. I'm going to take all this X brand that I had in here. I want to take it out and I want to put Rogue in. What do I got to do to get sponsored? Well, that ain't it.
Right.
Because you haven't invested anything to show me that, you support the company. Why would I just be like, oh yeah, here's a couple $1,000s worth of speakers. I hope that you stand up to what I hope to see out of you. Are you going to go to any shows? Or are you just going to sit in the parking lot and do donuts?
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
Yeah. I got into a little discussion online the other day, and the guy posed, "What is it?" He asked. He said, "What does it take to get sponsored?" And
Right.
I asked, "What are you going to do for the guys that sponsor you?" You know, and I, you know, anyway, it seemed like people kind of come back on me in a negative way for asking that, but I mean,
It's
what do
true.
you?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What are you gonna? What are they gonna? Everybody thinks about me. Sponsor me. Let me do. I will sit in my driveway and play those speakers, right? But I'm like, what are you gonna do for the manufacturer? What are you gonna do?
They're gonna put they're gonna put the decal on their car, man. Everybody's gonna see it.
Right, but then when they go and they cut somebody off in traffic, when Rogue Audio is getting a call, right?
Absolutely.
So that don't work. I mean, so yeah. So I try to point out. I'm trying to actually help the Base Wars people. It's not so much anymore, but used to. Base Wars was how would I put it, Jimmy? Not novice, but we definitely had a lot of new people competing, right, for us.
Right.
We didn't have the seasoned competitors. So I always tried to arm them, with education. And I'm like, man, you don't just go ask for sponsorship. You gotta show them something.
Well, I mean, it goes all the way back to your score sheet, Billy. It's like,
yeah,
what are you running? What brand are you running? How many subwoofers are you running? How many amplifiers are you running? Of what, So it's like you were saying, what are you running? Rogue Audio. What, how many speakers are you running? And, Billy likes to do all
John
that.
About that the other day. I can tell him what percentage of the people are running. That's good information. But the point is the competitors have to give you something to get something. And okay, so if you give them, I'm not going to talk numbers because that got me in trouble. But if you give them $1,000 or $5,000 worth of retail product, well, man, what are they going to do for that $5,000? And a lot of them don't have answers for that. They need to. If you want a sponsorship, listen to John and know what it takes to get it. You got to offer him something. What are you offering John? You're not going and asking. You're going to John and saying, "Hey, John, what can I do for you?" Do that, right, John?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's there's got to be equal, or sometimes you want to see something come back, and that's why you're giving out product or giving discounts on something. Nobody's really getting anything for free, but you're getting a discount on something because you want to see a return on that investment.
Right. And then I would like to touch on that because that's where I kind of got in trouble the other day. Is it's not my business, and I don't know what markup is for each company. But the point is, John, if you give a certain amount of money of product away, well, that money that you gave away for first of all, you're not able to retail that product because you gave it to somebody. So that's money that you can't reinvest in your company, right? And that's tenfold, not tenfold, but you know what I mean. So I try to get people to understand that when y'all sponsor somebody, it's not just giving them product. That product ain't free, and it's not easy to you either. I don't care how big you are. That product is not free. You have to pay for it. And so it's not just the dollars that you give them, it's the dollars you could have made with those dollars.
Correct.
I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Well, that's just because they didn't want to hear the truth. It was resonating with them, and it hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. I mean, and, it goes with any car audio brand out there. And, I've heard nothing but amazing things about Rogue Audio as well, but you can't expect to go to an audio company and be like, "Hey, I want to be on your team, sponsor me. I'll buy your equipment after you sponsor me." That's not how it works. Most car audio brands or most any teams out there want you to be running their product and actually compete with their product a little bit before you come knocking at the door. I mean, it kind of really is what it is.
Well, and so I really hate to say what I'm about to say, but I just think it's a fact. In our niche, people know Rogue. People know Sundown. People know Kicker. People know Crossfire, right? So if John sponsors somebody with Crossfire, he'd probably enjoy them going to a show that's not totally a bass show. He'd probably enjoy them going to car shows where people that buy Holly carburetors are seeing these speakers, right, John? I mean,
Right.
It ain't just our small niche group of folks, and I think a lot of I think if you're pitching to John, try to get a sponsorship, you might pitch to him, hey, I'm going to go to these shows. I'm going to go to these boat shows, man. I'm going to show him my car. That probably would make John's ears perk up better than I'm going to, Timbuktu boom show, kind of thing. I don't know what would make John's ears perk up because I'm not John. But I would think, to get outside our niche where he's already known, it's probably a good thing. Just my 2 cents. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. There's a couple vehicles that we do something with, like that Escalade I mentioned earlier, that we do outside of just the audio show. He goes to a lot of car shows, and for the most part, most everybody started off as soon as you could get a driver's license, or even before, you're trying to add upgraded stereo to mom and dad's car that you're going to take out on the weekends, which turns into, now I want to customize, I want to lower this.
Yeah.
And, you're either going to go to full on audio, you're going to go to car show side where you're going to do suspension, paint, bodywork type of stuff. There's always a facet of different areas that all this flows from, and almost everybody's got upgraded audio. So yeah, you want to market into those different crowds. Not everybody wants to do hair tricks. They just want upgraded sounds. That's a little bit more than what they got. And that's the background we're from as well. So that's why we are in those areas as well. And we know a lot of people involved in that.
And that's what I have been trying to tell the Bass Wars community predominantly, because that's me, especially because a lot of them are new. Man, this is what it takes to get a sponsorship. Not, hey, man, will you sponsor me, for no reason. Because that's what they do, right? I bet you hear that.
Yes.
I bet you hear that 90% of the time.
Yes. Yeah.
Got to give something. Got to give something to get something. And then you got to give something that's worth getting.
And if you want to know how I do it when it comes to people who want to be sponsored, email us at sales@roadcaraudio.com.
Sales@roadcaraudio.com.
Yeah. Email us all your information, your criteria, what you have for a system, what shows you go to. Do you compete? If you do compete, how often? What are your standings? What do you compete in? What organizations? And all those change based on the where you live. All the different regions have different organizations where they're more prominent at, and all that plays a huge role in making decisions. And I get those emails. That's the same thing I tell everybody. Send this to me. Send this to me. And start November, December, we start looking at it and going over everything. And then January, February, we'll make decisions if we're going to add anybody.
Yeah.
Chris messaged me. We'll make that happen.
Yeah. So sponsorships are not just a give, just not a give thing. You gotta, or it is a give thing, but you gotta give back.
Right. And we're not just giving away products.
Right.
I mean, we might give you a discount, but the days of just giving away products, which I see a lot of people saying, and it's very true. The day of just giving away products is long gone.
Long.
Yeah.
That was back in Billy's teenager years.
I would iterate to you guys that also, and I don't hate to say it. Oftentimes when people tell you they're sponsored, they're lying to you. And then if they say they got it for free, they're lying to you. Most of the time. Now, there's a few guys out there that get some free stuff, but most of the time they tell you they got it, that they're sponsored, and they're lying. So don't believe that, man. Just put in the work. You can't just come in and not be part of it and expect to get sponsored. That just rarely happens, you know.
Right.
So you got to give something to get.
Absolutely.
Right. I don't know, John, if you know Joey Semino, but Joey Semino is Brutal Sounds.
Brutal Sounds, yeah. Great guy.
Yeah. And yeah, he's awesome. He in my opinion, and he probably will hate to hear me say this, but in my opinion, he is one of the more intelligent guys in our field. Mathematically, you know, he's got it. And so, but yeah, so he's kind of poking fun there.
I saw him at the showdown in Vegas.
That's what
I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah. Well, he does Brutal Sounds, and all the stuff he does is really good. He's got he's kind of regional. I think that's by choice. I think he's a one-man show, and I think he's bowed up every day. So, but where he's at, man, those people are loud. He's good at being loud. You know. But yeah, so that's he's funny. He's like, I'm sponsored. He said it wasn't free. He had to start the company. True.
Yeah. Well, I still haven't sponsored myself on anything, so I'm still waiting for that day.
Right. Right. Well, John, I see you sitting in the vehicle, man. We don't want to keep you too long. But if there's anything else you want to add, I've enjoyed this conversation. I've enjoyed talking about the sponsorship because a lot of the Base Wars people are new and they don't know how to get sponsorship. And then if they do know how to get it, they think they know how to get it. They really don't know how. And so it's kind of good to have them enlightened a little bit.
Right.
You know?
Real fast before we jump off the subject here. When it comes to the sponsor stuff, something that I know that we look for, everybody should look for, is building something nice, finish something.
Yes.
If your build is just raw wood finished, speakers, just a piece of wood to the door, you're off the list automatically. It's got to be clean. It's got to be finished. It's got to be presentable. You know, don't be a fire hazard either. That's for damn sure.
Right.
The things like that. It's got to be a clean build. It's got to be presentable, no matter how big or how small. It's even the smallest stuff. There's I don't know if y'all are familiar with Dominic Busey. He's in Alabama, I believe. I might be wrong. Maybe Georgia, whatever. He's 4 6.5s, 2 12s. And you know, he competes in his classes that he competes in and wins. He's got the Neo 6.5s, the Neo Tweeters, 2 12-inch Vandals, Rogue Vandal subs, and he wins. Nice, clean build. And it's just, like I said, it's all about cleanliness. It's all about the sound quality. That's what we look for. Taking pride in it, and going to shows. And he did a lot of shows. So, stuff like that helps. So, we were happy to have Dominique on the, and he just bought, like I said before, when we first started out, he took a chance with us. He bought all the product, talked to us all the time. I think first time we met him in person was at the High Voltage show in Tennessee. And, he was a good guy. And now, we see him, it was at the Ruckus show. So, we got to hang out there. He actually, when I blew a sub at the Ruckus show, he pulled one out of his car and gave it to me.
All right.
So that I could fill the hole because I couldn't find a plug. So he gave me a sub.
Right.
And,
that's all. Yeah.
In return, I sent him 2 subs.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you take care of them.
Right. Take care of those. Take care of you, huh? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, madeofsteelshow.com, pre-register. It's on the scroll at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Go pre-register. Everybody who pre-registers is going to get in a raffle to win a complete audio system.
Wow.
And
yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Any questions about the show, anybody can message me anytime. Yeah. I'll answer all the time. Or you can email us through the show page, through the Facebook Made of Steel show page. road car audio, whatever. There's
Pretty easy to get in touch with you.
a thousand ways to get a hold of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, I know it's almost 10 where you are, I bet. Yep. Probably
Yeah,
almost 10 where you are.
Quarter to 10.
Yeah. Well, man, thank you for coming on with us tonight. We'll cut you loose so you can go. I hate you've been sitting in the vehicle all that time. But we appreciate you coming, man. If there's anything else you want to add or you want to come back again, you just say the word and we'd be happy to have you.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
I thank you for coming, man.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a
Yes,
great
sir.
day.
Y'all have a good night.
See you. Well, Jon Kent. Oh, wow. Hold on. We got to shrink me, dude. This ain't happening. Ooh.
You're doing it. I'm too far away to actually reach the
It
controller.
won't let me edit that. I want to edit it to make me little, but it won't let me.
That's too big. Like the other one.
We got to undo. Yeah, there you go. Whew, man.
Well,
Ask Jon if I need to register to enter. That's a good question, Greg.
yes, you should.
I think you should just register. Yeah.
I think you should just to help support the show. How about that?
Yep, that is a fact. So there's another show going on this weekend, and I have how do I not have Facebook, man? There it is. Got this fancy shirt hanging on my monitor over there, so I can't see Facebook. Let's see. I think we got a show this weekend, man. No. Do we have a show this weekend? You don't know, Jimmy?
Sorry, I was looking at it. That's my show. That's my shit. I'm old. It's the gray hair coming out.
Yeah. What is the white stuff? What? Oh.
Got gray hair coming out of my damn shit.
Man, you need to shave that stuff. It looks like squirrel tail.
It happens. It happens. I'm going to be 50 this year. I'm old.
Yep, you definitely old.
So what are you going to be, like 65, Billy?
Still 27, man. I'm holding.
Whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. We have 2 events happening now. One of them is Jon Kent from Made of Steel show chatting with Bill and I assume Jimmy at the end of that. And then another one, Jon Kent from Made of Steel chatting with Bill and assume Jimmy. Tonight, we're almost done, y'all. This weekend, Turn Down for What in Greenville, North Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. Greenville, North Carolina. So who's going to go there? Anybody going there? Turn Down for What? Yep, see? They already knew. Also, we have in Bakersville, California, which is somewhere I kind of want to go, but I can't quite make it this weekend. But tonight, this weekend at Elite Car Audio in Bakersville, California.
That'd be pretty cool to go to.
Yep. So that's the 2 for this weekend. And then looks like Dan O'Brien's got a Tweaking Tune in South Dakota. Man, I don't see a town there. 100th St. T.
Dan O'Brien's doing a show? Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then, so March the 16th, we got the Box Shop in Montgomery, which, Jimmy, don't let me forget, because I don't know if Melissa's doing that one. I don't know if I'm going to do it or the other girl's going to do it. But
the Box Shop?
The Box Shop in Montgomery. That's on, well, I know I ain't doing it because I'm in, my God, we got a lot of shows. Show's not there. I'm gonna be in Oregon. We're in Oregon for the first time ever. Dang, what town is that? Where's Google Maps when I need it? We don't have it on. We don't have it on the thing, man.
Melissa's going to the box shop.
Melissa's going to the box. Okay, so Melissa be the box shop.
So there you go. Get on that one.
So in Oregon, for the first time ever,
Michael, we have several different shows, and we do them via live for finals.
yeah, it's a little different, Michael. So each judge can pretty much have a finals where they are, so that the competitors don't have to travel. They do it just like this. Jimmy is in Kansas right now. I'm in Mississippi. Each judge will stream to us, and we will present it just like this. And so you can kind of watch the whole country in one spot. And then we have, we didn't do it last year, but this year we're going to have a steady stream of the results scrolling, so you can kind of see. You can see the results. Man, where is that show? I just looked at hotel rooms there today because I'm going to it. It's somewhere. Why is it not on our list, man?
South Carolina. Okay. Well, sure, there's somebody up there or around there.
Well, I don't know much about this this area, but I can't even find the hotel I'm staying at. Ah, here we go. Okay. Wow. Never mind. Anyway, it's on the outskirts of Portland, Oregon. So if you've not had a Base Wars and you happen to be watching us, come to Oregon. We'll be there. Not Lake Oswego, but another town right close. I'll need to create that event tomorrow so people will know. But yeah. So anyway, a few shows this weekend. Next weekend, it's a lot of shows, but kind of getting going.
You ready to start popping? Billy's gonna be busy.
It's I do see it. I said we didn't have it, but we do. It's Clackamas, Oregon. It's outside of Portland though, so we'll be there. And then we got TDH the weekend after, and then also in Plainfield, Indiana, the weekend after. Dixon, Tennessee. We got another show in Tennessee next weekend, I think. Pop Tart show.
I don't know.
Anyway, shows are starting to kick off. I was wanting to give you guys a rundown, but Turn Down for What? And that's probably going to be a good show. Richard always has a good show, and he's in Bakersfield. So Dan surprised us his last few shows. He been popping some shows out last year. He come out with some pretty good numbers. So that's in South Dakota.
South Dakota, that area.
Yeah. So that it, Jimmy? Did everything? Did I forget something?
I think it's pretty much it, sir. I really do. You know, and here's just kind of a reminder, something we always go over. If you guys are competing and plan on going to finals, you know, don't wait till the last month or 2 or 3 months right before. You really honestly need to pay for your memberships now. Make it easier for yourself, because when you're writing that down, it's easier for Billy to keep track of the data. If not, you know, you might be missing some shows and don't have the points that you need to go to finals because you didn't pay for it. So
that's right, man. And listen,
you need to pay for your memberships and just kind of get it out of the way so you don't have to worry about it.
This just ain't a big money grab, but you know, you got to realize too, when finals is coming up, we got a lot of other things we're working on. So now we have the ability we didn't have before. Like, I'm gonna let the secret out of the bag now. Used to, if you become a member, we didn't know when you become a member. So as far as our data goes, so if you become a member day before, we you were just populated already. Now, if they don't put your member number in, it's not there, and so you won't populate for finals. By that, I mean, if you wait to half the year and so you got 5 shows you went to, but you weren't a member with it, and you didn't go to 5 shows when it comes to finals, as far as that goes. Meaning, I'm not going back and hunting everywhere you were like I did last year and the year before that. No, man, we done with that. Just go ahead and get it. It ain't just a money grab. We almost don't care, but when we're busy, we don't want to go back searching for data that if you'd just done it earlier anyway, we wouldn't have had to. Because I kind of put it on the judges, Jimmy works. Sometimes he gets home late, and so when Jimmy gets home late, and then I tell him, hey, Jimmy, we don't have so-and-so. He's like, I got to go through all my sheets to figure out who was winning. He's not going to do it. I don't blame him. So when you could avoid it, you could just take care of it now and not have to have that problem.
I mean, honestly, it just makes it easier for anybody, the judges, for Billy, for yourself even. Just take the time, pay the extra $25 or whatever it is to become a member, be done with it. So you're going to have all the shows that you plan on going to finals. If you don't plan on going to finals and you just want to play all year long,
don't become a member.
Don't order it. But even if there's a slight chance or possibility you might think about going to finals, you might as well pay for it now, because halfway through the year you might be like, damn, I need 3 more shows. And you've already went to them 3 shows plus 4 or 5 more earlier, but you didn't pay for your membership. It's just $25. Just do it and get it out the way, because you never know. Things change. Seriously.
Yeah. No doubt. So let me just tell you about the Team Wars things real quick. We have 9 teams signed up for that April the 27th high voltage show, and I've heard of a couple more. I'm probably I'll put this out there. I'm gonna do a live stream about just the team thing coming up soon, but I don't think we can take, like if we had 16 teams, man, I don't think we can take 16 teams. I have to really sit down and at 16 teams, we may have to have a third base wars judge there to get that done. And we got 9 right now. So this is happening. This is the thing that's happening. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Everybody likes their teams, but Team Flex on them has got a crap load of teams registered. Somebody needs to get in some competition, because they're going to bust everybody's butt. Most all the teams are Team Flex on them. So, they want. You don't come that strong without wanting some competition. I'm sure they want competition. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So pre-register soon, because I'm going to probably sit down in the next few days and work out. This is like a tournament. It does it's a bracket, like any other kind of tournament, be it softball, football, whatever. But I'll sit down and look at the hours that it'll take, and I might have to cut this thing off at, I don't know. I got to sit down and work it out, but I can see 16 teams really pushing us to the max on time for the weekend. So
you might have to have a 2-day show.
Well, it is a 2-day show, but
and run them both days.
Yeah, think about a bracket, man. If you got 16 teams,
I know. Yeah.
Well, okay, if you're doing it at 1/10, 16 teams, that's 8 matches at an hour each, roundabout, right? That's 8 hours for the first round. Then, in step, I'm getting a little nervous about it. I'm happy because I want to do this. I'm very excited about it, but man, we got to be careful.
You might have to limit the reruns and things like that.
No. There's no reruns in the team thing.
It's just what
takes the time is getting people up to the tent, and they're metering, and then they back away from the tent, get somebody else up there. That takes time because all of them are head to head. Every match is head to head.
People are just
so it's just something we're going to have to be cautious of.
Yeah. It'll be fun, you know. I mean,
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt the first 2 or 3 times doing it, but
Well, I've tested it a few times already.
So I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I've tested it a few times, and I think we're ready. I think we got it this time, but still going to take time. Now, if we're lucky, and each round takes 30 minutes instead of an hour, well, that would be awesome, right? But getting 5 vehicles from each team to pull up, meter up, do their thing, celebrate, back away, get more in there. I just think that's going to take a little more than 30 minutes for 5 matches, you know.
Right.
Plus the time in between for them to think, okay, this team threw this guy up or this build up. Who do I put on him? They're going to sit and talk about it and think about it. And
strategically, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But all right, man. But I think it's late now. It's 9 p.m. in the Central Time. So we can't all be California people. It's only 7 there. They're eating spaghetti right now. You know, I wish I had some spaghetti. But,
yeah, I'm good with that.
Trophies. So trophies are completely done, Jesse. I did some for you. I'll be mailing them to Jimmy, and he'll have them for you at his shows, his first show. Yep. They are done. They're downstairs on the kitchen table, ready to mail out.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. You know, make sure you're checking us all out. And here you go. Check out this nice video that Billy made for Slamology. Bye.
When you get done, you need to shave them pubic hairs off you.
Some of the loudest vehicles in the world. It will definitely put a smile on your face. Bring the whole family to Lucas Oil Motor Speedway Park June 8th and the 9th. If you're a competitor, pre-register and choose Space Wars as your interest in the show.